Pittsburgh, if you're in the city specifically, the railroads are down in little valleys, so for a lot of us they're not as present, but the bridges are a big issue because what railroads have done with bridges they own, whether these bridges actually carry trains or just go over train tracks, they own different kinds of bridges. What the policy is nationwide and definitely here in Pittsburgh and PA is that the railroads have let the bridges just sit and rot to the point where the state has to come in and help. That's been their policy. It saves them money. Our own infrastructure is vulnerable in Pittsburgh because we're an old city. Where I live, PWSA, the water company's out there every week fixing 100-plus-year-old water mains. And that's a lot of Pittsburgh. We have soggy ground. We have this old infrastructure that's constantly breaking. And these trains are running by. Pretty soon they're going to be heavier. They're going to put the double stacks running by. They're vibrating things. They're shaking. They're putting pressure. And these tracks, are they well maintained? Norfolk Southern doesn't have a good record there. There are a lot of issues with just their own maintenance practices. So it's a variety of issues that Pittsburgh, as a city should be aware of. When you're further out of the city, the unsecured crossings are a huge, huge issue, and that's across the country. In January, a train hit a car in Aspinwall. These things happen constantly. Unsecured crossings are a danger. And railroads, which are, they're making the trains longer, they're also blocking crossings, sometimes for hours. And people have been trapped in their communities. First responders haven't been able to get to people who needed help because a too long train was sitting there waiting to get on a track or something. And they just blocked half of town. And they do that at will. So